I'm going to unbox the AGPTEK 16GB Bluetooth MP3 player. USB, headphones, instruction manual. Here's the AGPTEK 16GB media player. It takes fingerprints pretty well. I'm one of the few people who still use media players. I don't like Spotify. I don't like to put my music on my phone. I like to have a separate device for my music. Here is the iPod Classic. This is the last model Apple made before they discontinued it, for a size comparison. And here's the iPod Nano. This is the 5th generation, or the generation that had the camera, which I think was the best Nano. And it's about the same size as a Nano, but not nearly as thin. Features with this, it has Bluetooth 4.0, which these don't have. So you can connect to Bluetooth speakers, Bluetooth in your car if you have it. It's 16GB internal storage, and it has a micro SD card slot that can take up to 128 gigabytes of extra media. So I have a 32GB card in here to increase the storage capacity. The battery life it's an internal battery, and it's supposed to last 45 hours of music and 15 hours of video. This also plays video. It's not very good. I don't use it for video. It's only for music, so I'm not going to test the video side. But 45 hours, that's a long time. There's other media players that last a lot longer, but 45 hours is pretty long in my opinion. On this side, you have a lock on and off button, so when you turn on the device, since the controls here it's a little touch buttons, you can, instead of accidentally hitting them, you can lock them. And here is the headphone and the USB. That's where you charge the device, and that's also where you plug this into your computer so that this will read as a hard drive and you can dump your music files onto this device. Same thing with the SD card. You can format the micro SD card in this device and then bring it into your computer, whether PC or Mac. I have a Mac, and then all I did was I took my songs that I had in iTunes, and then when this shows up on your computer, it just shows up like a thumb drive. So I just created a folder into the SD card and into the memory here, and I just dragged and dropped my music into the folders. And I'll turn it on here. Here are the icons. You can't see them very well, but it has music, video, folders, your Bluetooth. This is also an audio recorder, so you can switch on and record some notes. Some settings, and the front can turn into a watch, a clock when it's on standby. So I'm going to select my music and hit that. And then here are all, let me go into, just like the iPods, you can go into the artist section and then see all the artists that I imported. Go into albums. As long as your MP3s that you import have all that metadata, that's what it's going to show up as. You can create playlists on the device by selecting the songs you want or artists and then dumping them into a playlist, but it seems pretty clunky to do it here. I do it faster on my computer. Now I'm going to go to what I will use this for. Oh, this has a radio too, FM, AM radio. I go to my folders. And in the folders, you have the folder that's internal and the folder that's the card. If I go to the internal, here are all my folders. Here are all my folders. I have one that says folk, and then here are all the songs. And if I play one, it looks like that. So when a track does not have a cover photo, it'll just show up as audio bars. And the sound quality is pretty decent. I don't care about the high fidelity audio. If it's good enough on these iPods, it's good enough on this one. So this was only about $45. There's a lot of other versions of this same design and other kind of designs on Amazon. That's where I bought this, and I recommend this media player, this exact one or ones that are like this.